Well, Bo Black, the face of Summerfest for 2 decades, appeared in Playboy, as you know, back in 1967.
She is inspiring her daughter to take a shot at doing the same. JS on air now. We're joined by Journal Sentinel reporter Jim Stingl. So, Jim, how did this whole story come about?
It was Bo, actually, who sent me an email. She sent an email to a lot of people on Monday, and she was excited because she had seen her daughter the previous night on this show called The Girls Next Door, which is a show that takes place at the Playboy Mansion. And her daughter, it turns out, was in the running to be this 55th anniversary Playmate. So it was Bo herself that pitched the story.
We mentioned that Bo posed on the cover of Playboy, and she was completely covered back in 1967. It's kind of, there's a little bit of a contradiction here because a lot of us think of Bo as being somewhat conservative and a religious person, and her daughter, sources tell me, when she popped up on this show, was completely topless, right?
That's true. That's true. She was topless on the show, although they blur it out. You know, anyone who goes to one of those kind of auditions, I'm told anyway, has to get into the buff so they can decide whether they want you to be the Playmate. I have no direct experience with any of this.
We actually have a picture of Bo up on our screen back when she was on the front cover. $150 is what she received for posing. Now, granted, she was clothed, but these days it goes for $55,000. It sounds like her daughter really isn't that upset about the prospect of possibly not being the centerfold at this point.
Well, that's right, and believe it or not, at 29, she's probably a little too old.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's the way that world works. But yeah, she does have a sense that it's probably not her because that centerfold is going to be in the January issue, which comes out in December. So it's probably not her. But by the way, Bo got $150 for her appearance, and she's fully dressed on that cover, as you can see. She said in one of the articles at the time that one of her socks is inside out. So I don't know if that's true.
Well, this is the kind of stuff we'd like to talk about here on Live at 3. Jim Stingl, always a pleasure. Always love reading your column.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. And you can read more about it at jsonline.com. We also have a link on our website, today's tmj4.com.